Hi everyone, welcome to Beadinkrazy Custom Creations. I'm Miss Frances. And tonight we're going to try and do the incense burner dragon head again in silicone. Hey Miss Natalie.
Hi everyone.
Hey Miss June. Hey Miss April. You feeling good? Okay. We're going to try it again because I don't like the other mold because the teeth don't come out right. So, and I don't know how to get the stupid screen wider. I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, see, I don't know. It'll just have to work. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get you down. I've got a couple other little projects over here that I want to try and pour, but I think for the first, at least the first one, I'm going to, let me move you back just a little bit. I'm going to take this out. Now, what I did earlier today was I put a thin layer of polyurethane in there so it would level it out, hopefully. I don't know that my table's level here. I need to find the right spot where I can set it.
Log in dinner. Well, I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Okay. So we're going to set him over here. And let me move my other little ones out of the way for now. We will do them after we get the dragon done. I'm going to do a little frog and a little sugar skull that Miss Giselle made me. But I'm going to set them out of the way for the moment. All right. Get my scales over here. Get my mixer because I'm not going to sit there and stir for 5 minutes. Oh, need my timer too.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Sue. Hi, June.
Hey, Miss Cindy. Hi, Mr. David. I'm all out of, I'm drinking Fireball tonight because I'm all out of my blind squirrel. I drank it all this week.
Hi, April.
I had a rough week, so I drank it all this week. All right, we're going to, let me get some gloves on, and then we are going to start mixing some silicone here. Pour some in this tote. And this is a different thing than what I made it in last time. I made it, hi, Miss Sue. Hi, Miss Jeannie. Last time I made it in a box that I had made up. This time I'm going to put it in this tote. It's tall enough. I just don't, the only thing I worry about is the floating part because it does like to float. That's the problem. It likes to float. Well, that's part B. Now, it really doesn't matter, but I'm going to start with part A. Shake it up real good. All right. I'm going to go by ounces. And here we go.
Tell him hi for us, Miss Cindy.
All right. 2.2, 0.9. It'll probably do 10, but I'm not 11. I'm not going to sit there and hold this till it drains all the way. I will just put the lid back on it, turn it upside down, and let it drain so that I can. Okay, 2.11 clear. Let's get this. This is not a cheap mold to make. Really? It's taking forever now for this bead to empty out. And I'm not where I need to be yet.
Tell him to be safe, Miss Cindy.
Yes, Miss Cindy.
Driving home from work.
Tell him to have a safe drive home. Yeah, it's almost there. Okay. I'll put the lid back on that one and turn it upside down. Let it all drain down. All right. Turn this off and get my timer over here. Move this out of the way so I can stir this. All right. Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Come on, get your butt up in there. Set my timer.
Hi, Deland. Good evening.
Hi, Deland. Keep your fingers crossed. Gotta work this time. Because I'm not doing it again. It's my last time doing it. I don't like the last one because the teeth never come out right, and this time I decided to do it differently. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed that it works.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Miss Wanda.
Hi, Miss Wanda. This thing wants to come out. Darn it. Won't stay up in there.
Hi, June.
Hey, Miss June. How you feeling, Miss June? I'll be dang if I didn't have a bug just fly into my silicone.
Scoop them
In
out.
it. Yep. Flew right into it. Dumb thing. I don't know if I can get it out or not.
She's redoing her dragon mold, the dragon head mold.
I'll show you. This one, Miss Wanda. My dragon head. I'm redoing it. The bottom's still good. It's the top that doesn't want to work.
Deland said he talked about your channel on his
Well, thank
in the
you.
last night.
Thank you so much, Julian. Thank you. I take lots of risks on this channel. Most of the time I fly by the seat of my pants, but I think I'm subscribed to your channel, but I didn't see that you had a live. But then, I've been pretty out of it all week. I've been working on power washing my house so I can get it primed again. And for the most part, I've done it all by myself. Yesterday, David did part of it. I'm almost done. Yeah, and right now it's raining and thundering here, so I'm hoping my power doesn't go out. Yep, my time's about up. Thank God, because my hand's getting tired here. Okay. I need some new batteries for my timer because it ain't very loud. All right. Pull that off of there. Yep, there's that freaking bug. I don't know if... Oh, yes. Bye-bye, bug. I really didn't want you in there. You probably could have given me some good luck, but I really didn't want you in there. All right, what do I do with my other? My other little bucket here that I stick
Hey, Miss
my...
Julia.
Hey, Miss Julia.
Congrats, Deland. He said he was doing a subscriber giveaway last night.
Yay.
A members giveaway.
I love those. But I didn't know. Do you go live all the time on that day? Deland, do you go live all the time on Thursday? Okay, I'm gonna set that in my thing.
Yep, he says he has a scheduled live every Thursday, 7 to 8-ish Eastern Standard, and then pop a live once in a while just to go live.
All right. So what I'm going to do is pour this into my container first. Because the problem is this dragon, I believe, floats. And I want to get some in there so I can see if I can figure out how to make him not float. I'm hoping by turning him the opposite way than I had him the last time that he won't float so bad. We'll see. We will see. I don't know. But like I said, watched Miss Tara on Jaybird Resin Art and seen her molds that she had made, and she used a bowl and she leveled the bottom out by pouring I didn't think it would work, but it did. She poured a leveling with her polyurethane in the bowl to level it out. And I thought, no, surely you're not going to get that silicone loose from there. But I was wrong. She did. And now she has like a little lid that she can cover her mold up with. So that was my thoughts behind that one, is to level it out, first of all, and to see if I could use that for a lid. All right.
There's no flat spots to the dragon head for her to do double-sided tape.
No way to tape it down.
Because the teeth and everything.
That's the problem. That's what I don't like about it, is there's no way to level it out. So I don't know if I want to try again. There's lots of bubbles in there. I don't know if the lighter will pop those bubbles. I didn't think there'd be that many bubbles. All right, well, here goes nothing. We're going to see if he floats. I'm hoping not, but you never know. I'm thinking he might not float this time. Yay! Maybe plugging those holes in helped.
Yeah, hopefully.
And it's starting to fill up inside, and I don't see him floating, but I gotta make sure I got plenty of room on both sides here.
Yeah.
I can't really tell. Yeah, but I don't know if I've scooted his nose too close to there or not. I don't know. I'm trying to keep him in the middle. All right. So far, so good. Here comes the next batch. By the way, it'll probably take at least 3 batches, maybe 4. This time I made sure I was prepared. I bought 5, so I should be good. I can get him all poured, and then he'll have to sit.
I'm doing okay, Miss Wanda.
He'll probably have to sit for a couple of, I want to say he's going to have to sit for at least a couple of days before I try and pull him out. All right. Turn this back on.
Took me about a week to recover from, or a week and a half to recover from just the test. So we'll see how long it takes to recover from the actual surgery on Tuesday.
Ooh, girl, we'll be keeping you in our prayers that you recover really fast. All right, I'm going to take part A that I've had sitting upside down. I'm not wasting any of this.
Yeah. Don't want to
go ahead and start dumping it in there and letting it empty the jug out. Since I don't want to. Come on. Yeah. It's like 1.4 that was left in the jug that didn't come out.
There you go. That's good.
So now we're going to move on. Here goes part A. $21.9, $21.20, 21. Let's stop at 22 and empty out the part B. And we'll turn this one upside down and set it aside so it can drain down and we can use the rest of it. We'll start with what's left in part B here. Oh, really?
You don't have any dried silicone pieces to throw in there, do you?
I do, but I don't think I'm going to have enough room. I did throw them in the last one I did
That's what Miss
because
Wanda was asking.
it was such a big box. Because it was such a big box last time yeah. All right, I'm going to say that's good on that. Yeah, it'd be nice if they would send me some stuff, Let's Resin, but they don't. And I paid for all of this.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and it went off, dang it. All right, I was at 222. 2 point, yeah. I don't know. We're just going to dump it in there. It's pretty much what I did last time, is dump the whole bottle. Everything I could get out of it, and then I set it upside down and let it empty out. As long as it don't overflow my cup, I'm good. Come on. He ain't floating, so I'm happy about that. I don't like the bubble parts, though. Let's see, where's my tool at?
Miss Wanda said ask him to send you some.
I have. It hasn't done any good.
Yeah.
I gave up asking Let's Resin for anything. I asked them because I wanted to try their new mold putty. Ask them if they would send me some so I could review it on my channel, and I never got an answer back. So I quit asking them anything. The only reason why I'm using Let's Resin is because this type here is stretchy enough that when you want to it's easier to get your item out of the mold.
Yeah, the 0A.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Natalie says she's sharing cheese danishes with everyone.
Yay, Miss Natalie.
I guess
Yeah,
I could cheat on my diet.
I went upstairs and ate some dinner and fed my dogs and let them out. Thank God it started raining right as I got my littlest one back in the house. I'm getting tired of rain. I had to work in between the rain on power washing my house. Now I'm ready to paint. And I'm hoping I get the next 4 days no rain so I can get my house primed and done. So I can go back to doing my crafts and not having to be outside painting or power washing.
Yeah, I understand that. Hurry back, Miss Wanda.
I'm a little worried about his horns, really, but I don't know what The only thing I could do is find a piece of silicone to sit underneath the back half of him to raise him up just a little bit. I think that's the reason why I didn't do him that way last time.
Hey, Mr. David.
Because I was afraid that his horns were... Hey, Mr. David! I was afraid that his horns were going to be too close to the top and poke a hole through the silicone.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I can cut off a piece of silicone off of that other mold if I need to, but I really didn't want to. Yeah, my hand's getting tired.
Yeah. I've got one that's similar to that, and my for doing resin and stuff, and my hand gets tired trying to hold that thing up.
Well, I got the Astoria one, but I didn't really want to use the paddles in silicone, and I've already used this paddle for this one in silicone, so I just decided to use it instead.
June says the sun is blazing there. How's the sun near midnight?
Really?
During the daytime.
Yeah. It hasn't been too bad. Of course, I have to say the reason why it hasn't been too bad is because I've been soaking wet the whole time. When you're soaking wet, well, you don't get that hot. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't turned my air on yet. I've been busy working outside. But with the power washer, I'm usually soaked.
Cloudy and rainy all week, Miss Sue.
I'm hoping it's not going to rain all week here.
Not at the moment, duh. I know, I was pulling your leg, Miss June. Near 100 for Miss April.
Dang. I'm not ready for that. That's why I'm in such a hurry.
Yeah.
I'm not ready. I don't want to. I do not want to be outside when it's doing that. Not at all. No. No, 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 no.
Ours are looking like just in the mid-80s for this week. But we also have like thunderstorms all week. So I guess that's why we're only in the 70s. Or I mean the 80s, mid-80s this week. So we got thunderstorms all week. Great. That means we're traveling in the rain this on Tuesday.
Yep. That sucks.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
But as long as my son gets back from Japan, or let's see, I think he comes in tomorrow. We should be able to see him on Tuesday. I think he's supposed to come in tomorrow from Japan, so we should be able to get to see him Tuesday after my surgery. So
yay.
That's the first time since Christmas that we've seen him.
Wow.
I think.
All right, let's put that back in there. I don't want that in there because I keep forgetting to wipe that off. Because since it's silicone, it sticks to it if I don't keep it wiped off. So I don't want to. That's my scraper.
Welcome back, Miss Wanda.
All right.
She says it's storming for her right now.
It is here too. I'm going to let this sit for just a few minutes and degas because it's got lots of bubbles. I don't know if you can keep them with the lighter or not.
I don't know, but I do know if you have a pressure pot, you can use a pressure pot to.
I do, but it's in the garage and I'm not taking it
Too much
upstairs. Yeah. too much of a pain to take it up there. And it's so full, putting it in my debubbling machine is not
Yeah, it would
not an
come out.
option either. It would
Yeah, it's
overflow
all.
everywhere, and I'm
Yeah.
not wasting it. I am not going to waste it. So I thought if I just let it sit there for a few minutes, that the bubbles would.
And from the way I've not done it, but from the way I've heard, it's best actually to have it in whatever, like, say the container you're putting the dragon head in, you pour the
Mhm.
silicone into it and you actually put the whole thing into the pressure pot and do it that way. So you're
Yeah,
dragging it out of whatever.
yeah. But I got news for you.
Yeah,
My
that would sit
pressure,
in the pressure pot.
nope, nope, nope. It wouldn't.
But that's how I've heard that you're supposed to do it when you're doing your molds and stuff, is you do when you're making a mold. That's how you do it for making molds, is
All right, here we go.
that's the that's supposed to be the way to do it, that direction. You may not need 3 or 4. You're looking
I
like
may not. I may not. I may not need that many this time by turning them the opposite way.
yeah.
If I'd have known that in the beginning, I would have had him that way for
Uh-huh.
sure, for sure. So I
You look
didn't
like you
use so
may only
much.
need like maybe just a couple more ounces. Not even a full other one, just maybe like, how many ounces are in
I have to look because I'm not sure. I bought the size that was on sale, whatever
yeah.
size that was. But I think that's what I used last time too, and I still ended up using 4 of them the last time, but he was turned the opposite way. And so I had to go that many because of his horns.
Thank you, Delon.
I'm just hoping his horns doesn't stick through. If
Yeah.
they don't stick through, I'm good. If they don't come through, I'm good. If not, I'll figure out some way to patch it up or do whatever I got to do because I'm not making another one. Okay. Well, he's actually looking pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
The only thing that's left is his ears. So maybe half of what I did
That's what I was thinking. Half or just under half.
would
You got to get the full length of it, is the only reason, is just, I wouldn't even
be.
use half as much. I'd use probably just under half as much.
Well, I got those other 2 molds over there too.
Oh, okay, that's right.
So if I mix up too much, just use it on them.
There you go.
I don't know how much to mix, but I'm gonna let it sit here for a few minutes. I did, however, spray the whole inside of that before I
Mold
started.
release.
Yeah, with mold release. Because I didn't want to break my toad up.
Yeah.
I don't want to break my toad to get him out.
Fireball.
Lots of bubbles. I don't remember seeing that many bubbles the last time.
Because of the paddle.
Yeah, but I used that last time.
Oh, okay.
So I don't get it. I don't
It was
remember having
colder
that many
last time
bubbles.
and it's warmer now. I don't know. That might be temperature, change in temperature. Could
Yeah,
be.
I thought about turning the heat on, but I don't want to do that.
That'll
I'm
make it
trying
cure
to.
faster and you'd end up with more bubbles stuck
Yeah,
in it. So I'd let it just cure
it
it.
is it is debubbling. It's
Yeah.
just taking it a while, and I'm just trying to pop any of the big bubbles I
Yeah.
see.
Up on top. There you go.
Yeah, just pop the big
Miss Wanda
ones.
says she loves her dragon. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Miss Wanda. But this may be the last dragon I make for a while. For a long while.
She has Fireball in her glass that she's drinking.
Yep. Tonight's Fireball night. I worked hard this week and I'm drinking tonight. I have, yeah, power washed till I couldn't see straight. But you know what? That power wash took almost all of that old paint off.
That's good.
I was shocked that it took it off of there like that.
I saw those pictures.
Yeah, I took it down to the steel.
Mm-hmm.
Took it all the way down to the steel, baby. Let's hope it. I'm hoping now that I don't have to worry about it again for a while. All right, come on. I gotta get another package out.
Get that primer on. It'll be on there and good and set.
Well, it should stick this time.
Yeah.
Big time. Because there's a few paint pieces that wouldn't come off, and I'll try and scrape them off as I'm painting. And if they scrape, fine, and if they don't, they don't. I'm painting over them. Because, I mean, I guess I could take one of those wire wheels, but I don't want to scuff the steel up that much.
Yeah.
Really. All right, so I'm at 1.9, which is what came out of that old one. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, you would go off on me, wouldn't you? Stupid thing. Let's see if I can lift it back up and set it back down on there and have it come back. Hell no. Couldn't work that easy. All right. We're only going to go to half of what I made up. Hold on. I'm going to slow down here. Yeah. 1.21. 1.21 clear. All right, let's empty out the bead because I know there's still some in there.
Miss Wanda says she hopes when you move it that it doesn't float. Move it very slowly.
Yeah, I'm going to move it down on the floor here in a little while. I may wait till it sets up some first before I move it.
Yeah, about 3 hours or so.
Yep. Give it a chance to set up some first.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, that's about all I think I'm getting out of that. All right. Let's get part B opened and done before. Why is that part A? Part B's still in the bag, you dummy. Gotta get it open before my stupid thing goes off. Okay. Oops, slow down. Oops. No. Did I just go over? I think I did. No. I don't think so. It's 1.21. That's what it was, I thought. We'll find out. Oops. God bless it. I just went over what I put in there. 1.21. 1.26.
Remember, you needed 1.9 over from the other one too, remember?
Yeah. God bless it.
Hi, Resiners Poorhouse.
I need point. How's that? 0.2. So I need 0.4 of this so I can be right where I'm supposed to be. Oh, come on. Dang it. Make your mind up. Are you 1.3 or 0.4? You started saying 4 and then all of a sudden, no, I'm done. I need to wipe that off. I don't want the lid all stuck to it. All right. Let's get my mixer out. Paddle back on it. Yuck, okay. Yuck. All right. Paddle, mixer. Resin Earth Poorhouse. Hi, Resin Earth Poorhouse. Is it Jen? It must be Jen. All right, we're getting this going here. I mix it for 5 minutes, and hopefully it's enough to fill that. And I got a couple other little ones ready that I wanted to make. So hopefully it's enough.
Hey, Mr. David.
I'm joking, Cat. Sorry. Don't come in my house.
I don't switch hands. Other hand was getting tired. I'd switch hands.
Kit just started running in our house, and it wasn't our cat.
Uh-oh.
My husband just gave it a bowl of food. I'm like, really? Oh, boy.
I don't feed them. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, them cats, I had flowers. My flowers were starting to come up in my flower pots, so I pulled all the weeds out of them. What did the cats do? Got up in my little flower pots and used it for a potty spot. Dug up everything that was starting to come up. So,
Oh, goodness.
Cats are not my favorite thing around here.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
I need to find something.
This
I'm
one's
sure,
little
I'm sure there's some kind of essential oil I can put out there that won't hurt my flowers, but will deter the cats away from them. I actually thought about getting those tomato cages and putting them in my flower pot.
Yeah.
To deter the cats from getting up in there.
Well, they have the things that we used to have them for the counters and stuff. They've got the little plastic spikes and stuff that because they're the hard plastic, it keeps them. And it said they were for indoor or outdoor because some people will put them in their gardens and stuff, or put them on their countertops and stuff. Because
I need to look that up because I'm telling you, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm going to get that little gun out with the little plastic pellets and start shooting. First time I catch him, the dude's over there and he's got the mama cats having babies in the shed out back, and it won't be long before he'll have 50 cats again.
No, you don't want to use mothballs, April, because those are actually toxic.
I don't want to kill it. I just want it to
well,
stay
I mean,
out of
also,
my flowers.
It'll also, poison the ground and whatever plants are around it too.
Will citronella work? Because I think I got some citronella oil.
I don't know if that would be something that would deter them or not.
Well, I got some, and I'm about, as long as it won't kill my flowers, I don't care. God dang, I got very little time left. My hands getting tired here.
Maybe he'll come back. I saw it. He tried coming in the house. I'm like, oh no, you ain't coming in the house.
Lavender, I have lavender also. I got peppermint, I got lavender, eucalyptus, tea tree. I got all kinds of oil. For making candles and bath bombs, I got all kinds of oil.
Huh.
Come on. Now, why is he barking? Does any of my kids know where I'm at? Well, at least my middle one knows where I'm at on Fridays.
Yeah.
But the dogs are barking like someone's up there, and I don't have any, as far as I know, I don't have any packages coming. Just the one I had. And I need to get my ring put back up, but I haven't done that yet because I want my kid to come over and put the solar panel on it so I don't have to keep taking it down and plugging it up to charge it. So I want him to get over here and do that first. All right, so I don't know if that's going to be enough. I'm going to set the scale out of the way just in case. And then bring my other two little molds that I want to make up in case I need those. Because, if I made up too much, I will fill those too. I got a little frog and a little sugar skull there. And you got some major bubbles there. What the heck? Didn't stir it that fast. Okay, let's stand up and pour.
Lavender and rosemary apparently are two plants that repel cats naturally, according to the internet.
Yay. I think I got rosemary and lavender. I think I'm going to need, doggone it. I was so close. so close, but I still got an ear sticking out.
And they also both repel certain bugs as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pour much more in there, but I got to get that ear covered.
Yep. I am shocked.
Yeah, I thought it would fill it, and it almost did. It's just the tips of his other ear that's sticking out there. Can't put too much more in it because it ain't going to take too much more. I'll be overflowing here.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Pretty close to having him full.
I wonder if you could actually put like a couple popsicle sticks on one end to tip it. That would give the silicone to run to the other end to cover the ears. But then he might shift in that.
I don't want him to shift.
Yeah,
Otherwise I would tip him.
Yeah.
But I don't want him.
Because he's not stuck down, he would move.
We're not shifting here, dude.
If he's not stuck down, he'd shift.
Man,
That's not an idea.
He's about that close.
Yeah.
That's about how much of his ear is sticking out. I ain't going to be able to go much further anyway. So, let's get some more mixed up. I got these other two little molds here too, so.
Just finish the rest of that one container. It should at least fit.
Hopefully it should fill everything that I want to fill.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste any. Now you're going to measure the big cup, please. Yeah, I'm afraid to go too far, but because those little ones aren't going to take that much. Let's go to one. Yeah, I didn't mean to go that far. All right, well, we'll see. I may have to mix some up.
Says she makes her own flea and tick essential oils.
Yeah, good idea. 11.7.
Miss Sue asked, was it floating?
No, it is not floating. That's because I turned it the opposite way. Thank God. Oops. Dang it. I just overdid it.
Let's empty both the bottles. It should be the correct amount, right?
Yeah, well, I wasn't going that far.
Oh, okay.
So I got to do 0.3, I believe, or 0.4. 0.4 of this one. I give up. I'm not. I'm done. I'm done. I don't care that you're off by 1. I'm done. Not pouring any more in there. Not doing it. Okay. Get my paddle out. Mix it again. I haven't tried that. I know Miss Wanda's tried the new J. Diction brush on, and I seen Miss Tara do it on J. Bird Resin Art. Has anybody else tried it?
No, I haven't. I haven't tried any kind of mold stuff.
Let's just hope when I get to the little ones they don't spring a leak.
Yeah. Well, you did some hot glue on it, so hopefully.
I did what I could do, so I'm hoping that they'll be fine. Man, I'm telling you.
Let's go walk around the house and see.
Has anybody ever tried spraying alcohol to pop the bubbles? I don't know if that would work. I don't know if you should spray alcohol in it. I mean, I've never tried. Man, that's a... All right, I'm almost on the home stretch. I'm just stirring anyway. I'm about done with the stirring thing. And stir it just as well this way. Plus, it didn't hurt my hand as much.
Yeah.
I'm almost there. Okay. We are there. Let it sit for a few minutes. And then we'll pour. Hopefully we can have enough here to pour all the dragon and the other two small ones that I got. Okay. I'll let it sit for a minute. All that bubbling. Phew. Yeah, I can't go up much further. But I don't have much further to go to cover that air. So I'll be good. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, Miss Frances.
Okay. Might have to move this over a little bit so everybody will be able to see.
Slow and gentle.
Move these other little two over. No, they're in the camera, at least. There we go. Okay. Yeah, lots of bubbles. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with it. Yeah, I'm gonna say, I can't go much further. I mean, I could, but his ear's covered. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
There you go.
And then take what's left. See if I got enough to pour this froggy. And hopefully nothing comes running out. Yeah, might not have enough to cover the little frog. His head's up pretty high. Yeah, maybe enough for the frog. Maybe. No. Still need a little more for him. Well, maybe not. I don't think there's going to be enough for the other one.
Let's see, where's your scraper spatula?
Yeah, it's over here.
Last little bit out.
Yeah. I may have to mix up a little bit more to do the other one. Oh, come on, Kay.
Into the...
Yeah, I don't know if that was me or if it's actually leaking. I can't tell.
I think it was over the front of
it. I think it was me, but...
Yeah, I think you had just tipped over the front of it.
I could just mix up a little bit to do that skull, and I'll be good. Have it done. And I'm going to let that sit there for a while before I move the dragon head, because I don't want to move it. Hey, Miss Tara. Okay. Just made a big old dragon head.
And now a frog too.
Yep, and a frog. And I'm going to mix up a little bit more and see if that sugar skull will come out.
I shall be right back, Miss Frances.
Okay, I want to make sure that's not leaking up underneath there. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I'm going to mix up a little bit more because I got a sugar skull here that Miss Giselle sent me, that she made me, that I want to pour it and make a mold from it. I'm hoping that's not that frog leaking, but I don't know. I can't tell. I mean, it's two-faced taped down. It's got whatchamacallit around it, hot glue around it. So, and I don't need much for the, dang it, I don't really need much at all for that little sugar skull. I may just use this little plastic cup because I don't need a bunch. And let mine set so I can start peeling the stuff out when it cures. Okay. Get my scale back up here. I'm just going to mix up a little bit, just enough to do that sugar skull. Shouldn't be very much, really. have any left, I'll just pour it in the 0.7 clear. Just going to mix up enough so that I can do this sugar skull that I got down here. There we go. All right, give me a stick. I want a small stick here. Okay. This out of my way. Purple and butterfly. What's the purple and butterfly? Made of a type of foam. Can I make silicone mold of that? Would you like to make a mold of something that's made of a type of foam? You might be able to. You might be able to. Jen, you might be able to, but if it's made of a type of foam, you may need to coat it in something first, or you're going to have a lot of bubbles. If it's made out of like flip-flop material, I would coat it in some resin and let it fully cure and then use it to make a mold out of. Because I think that the foam will, if it's kind of like a flip-flop, will create a lot of air bubbles. Whose email are you asking for? Mine or Miss June's? Purple butterfly or ribbon? Okay, I'm clueless. I'm clueless on that one, Miss June. What are we doing? Oh, the lupus collaboration. Yeah, I would love to do that. I do have some butterflies. When is it, Miss June? May 22nd? Do you need them by May 22nd or before May 22nd? Yeah, I think I've stirred this for 5 minutes. So I'm going to pour it in the sugar skull I got there. and hope it's not leak. Hope it doesn't leak. It doesn't have to be very deep on that one. Not really. So I'd say that's probably enough for that one. Just perfect. Just perfect. Okay. Alrighty then. We're done for now. With the pouring anyway. I'm not going to try and move any of this right now. I want it to settle and start setting up a little bit before I try and move it. But I am, however, going to pour me another drink because I've worked hard this week and I deserve it.
You earned it. I'm back.
You betcha. Now, did you see the purple butterfly for the Lupus collaboration?
I didn't.
From Miss June. On May 22nd, but I don't know. It needs to be into her on the 20th of May.
Yeah, between my two surgeries, I'm not going to be able to do. Yeah.
I thought about it. I do have some. I do got butterflies. I might, if I can get stuff done between now and then so that I can have it done and send it to her. She wants a butterfly or a ribbon. Cool.
I actually have a ribbon mold.
Yeah.
If I can find where it's at.
I don't think no.
I might be able to do something in UV.
I don't think I have a ribbon. I do have a a big holographic butterfly. I got from, what was it? What was the name of that place? Julia's something, art something. She had a bunch of holographic molds, and I got a dragonfly, a butterfly, I don't know, a bunch of stuff that was holographic.
She does a bunch of crystal molds.
Well, these were, I don't have
crystal.
Yeah, I got holographic, so I didn't get no crystals from her. But I'm sure she does them.
But I know who you're talking about. She does holographic and crystal molds.
Miss Wanda, I am using Restream. Restream. Yep.
Restream.
That's what I'm using. You need to just go ahead and sign up for it.
Yeah, I got to cancel mine by the end of this month.
Yeah, I did mine already because
mine's up in June. So I think at the end of June or beginning of July, something like that.
Yeah,
because it's when it's paid up till.
I'm surprised they haven't sent you an email already.
I haven't been on. I'll have to check.
They sent me an email about it, letting me know when I needed to, when they were going to take the money out. If I didn't, if I chose to stay with Renew. And that's when I said, no, I'm going to cancel it. I think I canceled it 6 times before I ever got an email telling me it had been canceled.
Wow.
Yes, I've used StreamYard, but StreamYard now, Delane's, is very expensive for the year. It's like $431.88 for the year.
It's almost 3 times the price.
Yeah, it went up to that. Whose camera is backwards? No, my camera is not backwards. I don't think. You're not seeing the back of me. It was, okay, if you wanted to pay it by month, Wanda, it was $16 a month. Yeah, Miss April, but it took me 6 times before I finally got an email from them telling me that, yes, I'd canceled. I had to cancel it 6 times. Well, they might have a free restream that you don't have to pay for. The only reason why I pay for it is because you get to my shirt. Your shirt is silly. It just, well, it may look backwards in there, but it's Beadinkrazy with Miss Frances. That's what it says. Yeah, it probably is backwards. I didn't do the shirt. Someone did it for me. Miss Monica across the street did it for me. It's not bad. I just haven't worked with it's a little different than StreamYard, and I haven't worked with it enough yet. I need to get this stupid frame out. And if you go full screen, then it takes your chat out and you can't see your chat.
I have 33 days to cancel mine. So, yeah.
Yeah. You might use up your subscription before you cancel it. Dang, Bubbles. Now I got another bug floating in there. Where'd the bug come from?
It says I still have access until June 4th.
Yeah. They did the same thing. They told me I still had access till April 19th. But I used it till that week. And then that week I went and changed to Restream.
So I just canceled mine. Woohoo!
There you go. Make sure you get
Thank
an
you for the
email back.
reminder.
Make sure you get an email back, Miss Coral.
Yep.
Because you don't get an email back from them that probably says they don't show you canceling.
Yeah. I'm in under billing, and it actually is taking it off of auto renewal. So hopefully that part. But yeah, I'll definitely be waiting.
That's what mine was. It was going to renew on my credit card. It's like, oh no, you're not. Oh no, you're not. You're not renewing on my credit card.
The auto renewal is turned off now, so.
Yeah, I removed my credit card from there. I had to cancel it first, then I removed the credit card.
It won't let me remove the card.
Huh. Yeah, see, I had a hard time removing mine, but I did finally get it to do it. Well, if it's turned off of auto, you should be good. I hope I didn't waste that. I hope my horns are okay. I will be livid if they're not. Is another tool. So that was only 3 boxes. Now I still got 2 more that I can make other stuff with. 2 more boxes of silicone that I can make other stuff with. And a little bit left in these jugs. I'm thinking about making me a Betty Boop for my boop room. That's what I was thinking about. Trying to put this tool where I'll find it. That's fun. I'll never remember where I put it, but hey, I can put it away. Leave it sticking out so I can see it. I'll be fine. Yeah, I don't want to touch that. It's got silicone all over it, and you just took your gloves off. Just leave it. Well, I'm not sure if that one was leaking a little bit. Kind of looks like it was seeping out and under there a little bit, but it's still quite full, so I think he'll be fine. Well, yeah, I have a room. It's a small bedroom, and it's a Betty Boop room. I love her too. I got bobbleheads, I got cookie jars, and all kinds of stuff in there. Betty Boop diamond painting, Betty Boop perpetual calendar. Yeah, it's called the Boop room because it's got lots of Betty Boops in it. I've taken some pictures. I just don't know if I still have them on my phone. And I don't know how well you'd be able to see them. Because, you know, my husband made me, when he was alive, he made me shelves he made me a whole big display for for my boops in my room. So I went in there and took pictures one day, but it might be kind of hard to see. I don't know if I can flip it. Maybe. Let's see if I can flip it. No, I want to flip. There we go. Maybe I can get it big enough so everybody can see it. Here's my Betty Boop case, one of my cases.
That's cool.
It's all full. That's the one my husband made me. It's got a light in it. And then I have several others. Here's my Betty Boop cabinet with my bobbleheads in it. That's one cabinet.
Glass.
Yep, that was my mom's. And my display case with all my Betty Boops in it that my husband got me out of the crane machine. He was good at it. If there was a boop in there, he was getting it for me. Well, come on. Flip. If there was a boop in there, see, I got different colored boas feather boas in there, and then all my stuffed Betty Boops that he got me.
That's so cool.
In that case. There's, I don't know how many cases in there. There's several in there. Along with the day bed. That's where the kids usually sleep when they're here. That's where the kids sleep, is in there in that room, in the day bed. I don't know. I can't tell if that's trying to leak out. Maybe I need to move it back a little bit so it's a little more level. If it's leaking, it ain't leaking bad, so it'll cure probably before. Yeah, there's a big old bubble on that one. God bless you. No. Go away. Go away, Bubbles. I don't know how well that one will turn out, but it was worth a shot anyway. The sugar skull one. Got a lot of details in it. So I don't know how well it's going to turn out. Yeah, we'll probably do, well, I'll probably let this set for, I want to say at least 2-3 days before I try and get it out. And then I'll get it out. Probably have to cut it to get the dragon out. And then I will pour it in purple to match the bottom half that I already poured. It turned out perfect. It's perfect. I don't know why, but and that one was a lot easier to pour. This is the bottom half of Genie's. And it's perfect.
Oh, I like that color.
There's nothing wrong with it. That one turned out perfect. So there's nothing wrong with the bottom half of the mold. It was just the top.
That is
So
a pretty color.
yeah, I'm sure the, like I said, the purple's still in the, it's still in the mold. Join the Discord group. I did join it. I don't really, and I don't do anything on it. So I don't know. I mean, I think the only one I found on there once I joined was you, Coral. I didn't see anybody else.
I haven't been on in forever.
Well, I didn't see anybody else's name on there. So I think you were the only one that I joined with. I got to look because I got to do my shout out list and I got to add. But I think I did write him down. Yes, I did. But Delan's. Delane's though. I have to make sure I'm subscribed. So I got to look it up.
Handmade woodworking.
Yeah. And I don't know if I am or not, but I'm about to find out. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah. It says I'm subscribed. So let's check. Yeah, I'm subscribed. But let's turn it on all bells. Because some of mine are, yep, I'm subscribed to his channel. So, Miss Gail. Okay, I got a bunch here. Now, let's make sure I write his down correctly. All of mine that I'm subscribed to. Well, let me see if I can find it. Okay, Delan's. See, I wrote it down when Miss Wanda read it off, I think, and I wrote it down incorrectly. Take the D off of that. Okay, handmade woodworking. Yep. Okay, and then I need to, I don't know that, I got to get my board down. Is Miss Tara still here?
From the Resiner's Poorhouse, or is that the other
That's Jaybird.
Jaybird?
Jaybird Resin Art. Miss Tara, are you still here? I thought I did subscribe last week. I don't know if Miss Tara's still here. I gotta get my board down because I need to redo it. I got some names that aren't up there. I thought I subscribed to him last week.
Tara's still here.
Hey, Miss Tara, what was I gonna ask you? I was gonna ask you something. Where are you from, Miss Tara? You're in Kansas City? Are you in Kansas City, Miss Tara? You're in Louisville, Kentucky. Okay. Okay. I was trying to figure out where you were from because when I seen Jaybird, kind of made me think of Jayhawks. And I just wondered if you were from Kentucky or from Kansas. Good stuff. Okay. Let me go ahead and do my shout outs before so I don't forget, because I think I forgot last week. Pretty sure I did. Okay.
Thank you.
I think I did. I think I forgot to do it last week. Wanda's Blessed Creations, Stacy _ the Crafty Cat, Rez C. Liz, India Brady Art by me, Andrew Walker, Billy Holman Creations, Cosmic Carols Creations, at Artsy Doodles 1, My Love of Crafts, Butch's Resin Creations, Dragons and Dresses Craftsorium, Created with Wingless Angels, Roseanne's Crafting Corner, and I still call her name out because she's still, even though she's not making videos anymore, she's still got lots of videos you can go back and watch. And I really miss her because she was funny. Coral Marine's Resin Art, Marvelous Artsy, Crafting with Carla, Cynthia's Crafts and More. I hope you're doing okay, Miss Cynthia. I need to check on you. Amy's Resin Corner, Kat Johnson, Mini Scenes GB, Easel Does It Studio, Martha's Craft Room, Ruby's Resin Studio, Custom Created Handmade Crafts, Mama's Madhouse Creations, that's Gail Hinky, Clear Creations, The Blue Elephant Gifts, Creepy Crafts, Gert Creates, Patricia's Crafting Corner, June's House of Crafts, Reb Critter, Bright Star Creative, at Resin Artists, The Resiner's Poorhouse, Lori, aka Midwest Meemaw, Missouri Mama, Resin Me Up, Delane's Handmade Woodworking, Jaybird's Resin Art. I think I had some others written down too. And I got to get these up on my board because I'm tired of having to look them up. Yeah, I did. Don't remember where they're written down at. Heart Creations by Renee. Laney's Crafting Creations. Reptiles and Resin. Lust Epoxy by Amy. Epoxy Me That. And at Julia's Crafty Chaos. And that, right now, is all I have. So, I'm done with that. Oh, man. I wish this stuff would set up quickly, but I'm pretty sure it won't. Every time I do this thing, I want to get it out of there quickly, and I'm hoping that those horns don't poke through. I might be able to get those others out of there a whole lot sooner. Might do the sugar skull and the other one. I don't know why it keeps bubbling up there. That one didn't leak. So remember that, Coral.
Good.
When I send them to you.
It's over.
Two-face tape and glue.
There you go.
Hot glue works.
Good.
The other one's seeping a little bit, but it's not pouring out of there. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna, because if I keep trying to wipe it, it's just gonna probably get worse. So
Yeah, just leave it be.
I'm not gonna touch it. And I'll leave my dragon setting up here probably overnight before I try and move it to the floor and cover it up. I might cover it up anyway because I've already had picked 2 bugs out of there already. So I don't want to pick any more bugs out of there. So, yes. Now, purple and butterfly. I'm trying to think. You're very welcome, Delaines. I'm trying to think. Purple and butterfly. I do have a butterfly. I know I do. I have lots of butterflies. But they need to be purple.
Yeah, purple is the
Good night, Miss
colors.
Cindy. Good night, Mr. David.
Is the color. Good night, Miss Cindy. Color purple is the color that signifies for lupus.
Okay. I want to see what I got as far as butterflies. I know I got a big butterfly. Just got to get the thing open. And I have some other butterflies, I think. I just don't remember what they're under. Darn it. I thought they were in the creature one. I don't know, I'll have to look. I got a couple of totes here. All right, what do I got? Oh, I forgot about that one. Dang it, I got lots of butterflies, I guess. Here's one. I think that one's holographic too.
Cool.
Here's one butterfly. Let's see, what else do I got? I don't have any ribbons, I know, at all. I thought I had a butterfly in that.
If I have butterfly mold, well, I have small ones, but
I got a dragonfly, a hummingbird. This one. I haven't done those yet. I got a couple of loaded. Oh, yes, I do. I do have a holographic butterfly. A big one. Pretty good size anyway. Here's this one. Ta-da! That one's holographic. And I got a couple of butterflies there that are holographic in it. Oh, you know what? I got 2 of those holographic. Yep, I got 2 holographic lotus flowers that I've never even done yet. I don't know how they managed to make it over there if I haven't done them. And you know, I bought some of this. I don't know how to use it. 9x9 holographic.
9x9.
Yeah, it's a holographic sheet that you lay into your mold. I bought it, but I've never used it. It says you can add a shiny holographic something pattern to show through with the clear resin.
Yeah. Oh, not my toes.
I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to check that one out because I had not. I got little holographic circles, more holographic circles, but I got butterflies for sure. Yeah, I got some more holographic squares too. I got them from Temu.
Yeah.
I haven't used them
Those
yet.
are good to use like on the crystals that I was talking about. Like, so it, like if you're doing a transparent, and you can do color in them as long as it comes out as like a transparent color, like alcohol ink that's going to be transparent.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do just a little bit of color in it, you put a little bit of alcohol ink and mix it in there or something, and you leave it transparent, and you put your resin in there, and you have it in there, your mold, and then you put the holographic in there, and you leave it for it to completely cure.
Okay.
And you have to try and do your best to make sure that you have it the resin full all the way to the brim, and that you don't get any bubbles in there as well. So you want it to kind of sort of be on the overflowing side.
Okay.
When you put the holographic film, and make sure that it's down. So do a light spray of alcohol on the holographic, and you put it into the resin, and even if it's, you might have like, and you don't have to cut it to fit exactly in there. So if like on the, like my crystals and stuff, when I do those, they kind of sort of tip out some on the edges. So just around the edges there, it might not get full contact, but in the center, which is where most of the resin will, where the contact will be at, when it fully cures and you peel it back off on that, it will cause more of the holographic reflection through the pieces. Because the crystals already give kind of sort of it itself, but when you have the holographic, it gives a lot more of the color reflection.
I'm gonna have to try that.
And yeah, they, like April said, they can use over and over again.
I have them for I don't know how long, but I've never used them. I had forgotten that I even had them. I put all my holographic molds in one tote. Everything I had that was holographic went in that tote. That's how I knew I had a couple of holographic butterflies that I can do in purples.
Well, I forgot that I had some snuck underneath my table, because my table that I have where my laptop sits has had a couple of them in there, some of my holographics. So I had my husband, while you sat there and mentioned that, I had him lift up, and I just found 3 butterflies that are still in plastic. So
yeah, I got 2 of those lotus flowers. They're still in plastic.
Well, there's lotus in there. There's 1 hummingbird in there, and I don't know what else. There's a couple other things. I was just looking for butterflies because I'm like, you know what? I might actually have some. So I had my husband lift up the table and that's all and these are holographic ones. Because that's all that was left in there and yeah, they're Temu. So
these are,
if I have good days.
This is from that Julia's artist.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's just a dragonfly that's holographic. This is the big hummingbird. And then that butterfly got there. And then I think there was a 4-pack of molds that had like a star, a butterfly, and something else. A couple other things. Then I got this one.
Oh, pretty.
And then this one's like kind of like a sun. Yeah, all of those came from there. And you know,
I
those
got
were probably
the
those were
crystal
probably
ones.
pretty expensive at the time, because I have looked at those into resin ones, and there's some really cute ones that I like, but I just can't seem to come up with that money. I mean, I want them, but I just can't seem to come off paying that kind of money for them. I do want them though. Thank you, Miss Julia.
Yes, Miss April. The window ones, I've actually done that. That's what I actually bought. The window, the holographic window ones. I actually did that. And I reuse those ones over and over for the bottom sides of my crystals, and actually cut them to fit.
Hey, does that work? The window cling stuff?
Yep, they sure do.
I think I got some. I think I bought some because I seen somebody else use it. And see, my canvas finally did cure with that promise. It finally cured. Although I had gotten some stuck in the top of it.
I still probably got some loose resin on here, but yeah, this is the holographic window film.
I have to find it because I know I got some. I know I bought some. But I'm not sure where I put it, but I know I bought some.
And I've got just a couple of pieces here. I've got a whole roll of it that's still,
Well, what I bought, I think I got off of Amazon, and it was
yeah,
not rolls, it was sheets.
Well, I bought a roll of it, so it was like you could actually put on your window and stuff. So if I ever end up messing up way too much of it or something, like it stopped using the being holographic, I've got like lots of little pieces because I have some that are for different size of my crystal molds from Julie.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got different sizes and shapes of her molds here.
Now that's another one. I love some of Julie's molds. I just can't seem to come off that money.
It was, I'd buy one or two here or there. It's over time. It's not all at once.
Yeah.
And this is one of the ones that's an actual holographic actual inlay one.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, these are just the actual window film pieces.
I bought a whole pack of that, but it was all in sheets.
But these
it's
are
probably still in a box in the closet there.
Film that I just cut up, and they work just perfectly fine for the backs of these.
Well, I think I will have to.
And I keep these literally on my computer. So if I'm using, not my computer, my resin desk. So if I'm literally, using clear, this is what I have as spares for clear.
Well, I'm going to have to keep these out because I'm going to have to use them. Figure out how to use them and use them. They're all little squares, though, on this one. That one I got, I didn't think I got that one. I think that one came from Amazon. And these are all individually wrapped. I know you're not supposed to touch them with your fingers, but they're all individually wrapped. They're in different sizes. Oh, okay. Cool. They're different sizes. They're not all the same size. Some are bigger than others. Now that one, why is that one open? Because I've never... Oh, yep. Here's some circles.
There you go.
Oh, I might have to do some coasters. But I do have the window clings too. I just don't know where they're at the moment. I bought a whole pack of them. Because I watched someone do something with window clings. And I thought, oh man, that's kind of cool. I think I want to do that. So I bought some. I bought a whole pack of it. Doggone it. Just like my own transfer paper. It's somewhere here. I don't know where, but it's somewhere here. I can't remember if those flowers, if that was holographic or not. I love that one. It turned out so pretty. But I'm not sure it's holographic. Well, yes, it is holographic. Kind of hard to see, but it is holographic.
Oh, yeah. I can see it.
It's
That's
pretty. And then I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure this one must be holographic too. Yep. Or I wouldn't have put it in the holographic form.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Those, I think, is the most money I actually have spent on molds, really. And I think she gave me a discount because I bought so many of the holographic ones.
Yeah.
So I think she just gave me a discount. I love the dragonfly and the hummingbird. And then I thought I had, I think I had some others that came with the butterfly. It was I don't know if it was a 3-pack or what. But I got the butterfly. I got the star, which is holographic.
Oh, cool.
And then I got the moon.
I got 2 small snake ones and 2 small moon ones that are like that, but they're real small, like earring style ones that are holographic that I got.
I did not get to finish. I'll have to go back and.
But I haven't gotten anything in like.
I'll have to go back and watch Miss April's. She used some snakeskin. And I didn't get to see all of it because I was busy doing other stuff. But I need to go back and watch it and see how it turned out.
Cool.
Because I don't have snakeskin. There ain't no snakeskin. I'm not picking up any snakeskin. But I think it would probably make some cool jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to go back and rewatch it and see how it turned out because I didn't get to see it. I think it was supposed to rain, but it didn't rain, so I was power washing. I was power washing the heck out of that house. You would not believe the pictures that I have now of how the back half of the house looks. Because a lot more came out the back half of the house than it did the front. I had a lot more come off of it.
Gosh.
And I don't get it, but because the sun shines, for the most part, it shines out there on the front of the house most of the time. I did another one of those big flowers on that blanket I'm working on. And I hate to tell you this, but it looks like a skull again. I don't know how I did it. I didn't aim for it to be that way, but that's how it looks. And I'm like, okay, well, cool. I'll just keep going. Man, I had paint chips stuck all over me. It was ridiculous. I even put a hat on, and I somehow I had safety glasses on because the paint chips were flying and I didn't want them flying in my eyes. So I had to put on safety glasses. Yeah. All right, there's one side, that's one side of the house that we just finished. And it's going to be hard for you to see with that light on. Let me turn that light off. Nope, still going to be hard for you to see. But, yep, all the paint came off of it. It's all down to the steel siding. And I busted my butt doing that. the whole side of that, man. I'm telling you, the paint just, there's certain spots where the paint didn't chip off, but I think that's where I went out with some spray paint that had primer in it, and where the chips had big chips, I just sprayed it with that spray. That wouldn't come off. That did not wash off. And I thought about that. I'm like, well, that spray paint had prime. No, you're going to prime the house. You're going to prime it. You're not going to spray it. Now, I may let the boys do the side that way. The one end of my house doesn't have a lot of chips. Got a few chips up around the window and a few chips up real high. But I can't power wash it unless I get on an extension ladder, and I'm not comfortable doing that. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
No. I was not comfortable doing it, and my arms were getting tired. And then when David came home, he said, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I'm not." And he just took over. And I'm like, "Okay, dude, go for it. What do you want done?" That other side right there by the kitchen window. Do it all. And then I'm finished power washing. I am. I'm not going to say my boys aren't, because they're going to have to do some power washing. Are we locked up? Because nobody's commented in a while. Nobody said anything about it being locked up. Anybody there?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's still going as far as I hear you still, so.
I know. But last comment was Julia's. I don't know. I don't see anymore. I wonder how good Mr. Tree Man's gonna, Mr. Tree Man over there, I wonder how good he's gonna glow. Because he's been sitting in the light for quite a while.
Check and see.
Yeah, Miss Natalie's still there. She said she's still here, just chilling. Miss Julia says she's listening. Miss Tara's there. And you guys, I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I am not there yet. And I'm feeling bad because I should have been there.
894.
I should have been there. And I'm not there. And I'm coming up in July will be my 3rd year. I should have already had 1,000 subscribers, but I don't. Okay. I can't wait, because that's what I do first thing in the morning. Get up, turn on YouTube, see what everybody's doing. Now, I'm not going to get to do much for the next 4 days, but paint, primer, let's say. That's what I'll be doing for 4 days. Because I think we're supposed to have rain again on Wednesday. And I want to have the whole back of the house primered before the rain hits.
Yeah.
And I had to take down all my wind chimes. Now, granted, I thought about doing a video on that because some of my wind chimes I'm going to restring. Because they were ones that my grandkids picked out. And they've broken, and I'm going to restring them. So I can hang them back out. Mm-hmm. But then I have, one birdhouse, and that was hard to do too. I didn't move one of the birdhouses down because I could hear the little birdies chirping in it. I'm like, oh, crap, I can't really take it down. Yeah. It's full of little birdies. So I just very carefully went around it and power washed so that I didn't get any water inside it's like I don't even remember where I bought it. It's like a big church with the steeple on it.
Yeah.
And it's full of baby birds. And I don't want to do that. Now, Memorial Weekend, I'm supposed to hopefully get my, your wife won't let you paint. LOL, she lets me paint once. That's funny, because I don't got nobody to depend on them except for me. And my boys were griping about it. It was like, are you going to come over and paint? Because I got to get it done before it gets hot. I don't mind a little heat, but I don't want to be out there. Yeah, I'm a sloppy painter. I am a sloppy painter. I know that. I've been told that several times of people who ask me to help paint their house. You're a sloppy painter. Well, shouldn't ask me then. I am a sloppy painter. And that's another reason why I got to put paint tarps down on my deck, because I don't want paint all over my Trex. Nope. Yeah. I don't like painting. Not at all. I really don't.
I can't do any of this latex, so.
But this year, I have decided that instead of, right now it's white because it's primer. I'm putting on primer. I'm priming the steel siding. After that, I think it's going to be a dark gray, because then that way, if any of the paint chips off, you won't notice it as bad.
Yeah.
Because the steel is gray. So that was my thoughts behind it. Now I'm thinking, I had black shutters, but I'm thinking I want maroon or burgundy to go with the dark.
Oh, I like that.
Because my front door is a burgundy color. My outside door, the little glass door, I kind of want to match that.
That sounds cool.
Because I don't want to change the outside door. My inside door, oh yeah, that sucker's been here for 25 or more years, and it's ugly as sin, and I want it to go.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping my boys will take that on before winter gets here, and they'll put my new door up. Because I got a real pretty door that I've stained on the inside and painted on the outside, and it's got the big oval stained glass in it. And I kind of want, it's cherry wood, and I kind of want it on my front door. I want to get it done. So hopefully they'll do it, or I'm going to get somebody to do it. Painted dorm rooms. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they'd ask me to paint. Like I said, I'm a sloppy painter. Oh yeah, Miss Sue. Yeah, but sometimes you gotta just learn how to use stuff, whether you want to.
That's what YouTube's for.
That's what I did. I learned how to use stuff. One way or the other, my house is gonna be primed this year. Now, if I have to get on the extension ladder to do both sides, I will, because I want to be done. I want to have it all primed this year, so next year I can pick my color out and just paint my house and be done with it. I mean, I might pick it before the end of the year, and if the weather's not too hot, I might go out there and go ahead and paint. Good night, Miss June. Love you, sister. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I'm not, Natalie, I don't know anything about paint sprayers. because my son was going to use a paint sprayer on both sides of my house. But I'm sure there's got to be some sort of different tips for primer, because primer is thicker than paint. It is thick. It's thick. I have to stir that with my Makita and a paint stir, because I can't stir it with a paint stick. It's so thick. But so far, front of my house looks great. It's
great.
done. It looks great, and there's no chipping showing, nothing. Now, I will wash my shutters before I paint them, but I think I am going to go with a maroon or a burgundy color to go with the gray.
I like the sound of that. My husband just painted our front porch because the paint, like you were saying, the paint was chipping off from it because it was wood. So, and it used to be a white color. And since we had changed and got a different roof, and we got a metal roof now, our siding was a light gray, and we opted to go for a darker gray instead of going back to the white cream, because eventually my front door is going to go from the slate blue, which is now faded. It's eventually going to be painted black.
Yeah, Miss Natalie, I'll probably tell you the truth. I'll probably end up doing both ends of the house too. If I wait on my boys to do it, it won't get done this year. And I want to be done because next year I want to paint it the color. I want to be done with it.
Yeah.
I want to have it done.
Or fall even.
Yeah, I want to have my paint purchased and get it painted, and then I can take my time on my shutters and paint them the color I want them to be painted and be done. I want to be done with it because I got so many other things that I want to do as far as crafts, and I don't want to be spending all my time painting. I don't. I'm tired of painting. I'm tired of it already. And all I've done is painted the front of the house.
Yeah, she pressure washed the old paint off.
I had to pressure wash. I had to power wash all the old paint off. Now I'm down, Natalie, I'm down to the steel siding. The paint's gone. Except for the spray paint that I spray painted out there. That won't wash off. Yeah, it never ends. It never ends. And I'm still mad at the guy that sold me the bucket of paint, really, to paint the outside of my house. Oh, good night, Miss Julia. Yes, go get some sleep, girl.
Good night, Miss Julia.
Good night. Get some sleep. Yeah, you and Miss Natalie should go into business there, Miss Sue. I'm telling you, I have lots of tools too. I don't, I haven't gotten rid of my husband's tools. I can't do it. He's got wood clamps, a planer, a bandsaw, a drill press, a welder, a wood lathe. Those are things that I can't do. I can't get rid of. I did, however, get rid of his saw stop, his 36-inch saw stop, because I couldn't get my car in the garage with that saw stop in there. It was too big. It took up all the garage. I could not get my car in there. And if it's hailing, I want my car in the garage.
Yeah.
I already got hail damage to my car, in which the insurance company wouldn't hardly pay nothing for. I don't know about the grout is probably fine. The concrete bags are probably fine. You just have to break it back down into powder, I think. Girl, I got a tile room over there because we did mosaic tile stepping stones and tabletops. So I got every color of tile almost under the sun. So, yeah, I might take y'all along on my next tile project when I do another stepping stone. Because I want to do another Betty Boop stepping stone.
That would be
and
cool.
I had the little grinder. I had the little diamond saw to cut my pieces that I need. I got a tile saw. Yeah. And this year I want my son to come over and put the tile board up for my backsplash because I haven't figured out yet what I want for a backsplash. I'm thinking I may do some cool looking dragons. I don't know.
I want skulls. I already know that.
Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about either dragons or parrots because my husband was a big Jimmy Buffett fan and he loved, he was a parrot head. So I haven't figured out yet what I want to do, but yeah, I want to remodel. I want to remodel my kitchen this year. I want to do my backsplash in mosaic and I want to get it done.
Cool.
I figure that's a good winter project.
Yeah.
I can do in my spare time. I can, flip on YouTube in the living room, listen to videos while I'm cutting tile and putting tile up. I know it'll take me a while, I'm sure, but I really don't care. I got plenty of time. I'll get it done, and I just want to get my son over here and get the tile board up, get the tile saw out in the garage because it's right off the kitchen. And I can cut my tiles. Now, I have a little diamond tile saw. And the belt broke on it. So I put a new belt on it, but he said he can't get the motor to run. And I said, dude, I think that you have to have water in it in order for the motor to run. Because it keeps the blade wet to keep. I told him, I said, you need to come over here and work on it and put some water in it and see if you can get the motor to run, because I think that's the problem. He didn't put no water in it. Well, it'll run, but it won't, the blade won't turn without water. It has to have water. So I'm hoping that he'll get over here and take care of it so I can get my backsplash started, because I really want to get it started. Yeah, I don't know what this little stuff is floating on top of this. Hold on, I'm just going to get my cover and throw it over the top. I don't want any more little flying bugs landing in it. Ha, there you go.
Perfect.
Now we don't have to worry about no little flying bugs. I picked 2 bugs out. I don't want any more. I noticed that I have a deck door, and on both sides is 2 full screen windows, and all you do is open them up. Well, I've had them open, but them little bugs seem to get through the little holes in the screen, and I was like, you fly. And then I got these little flying bugs flying in front of my face, and it's like, oh no, no. You can't use a zapping fly swatter on those because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I have one for the bigger flies. And one year I went out there, you know, those like wood boring bees,
Yep.
they kept going flying around under my deck. And I'm like, oh no, you're not making a nest under my deck.
Don't want the carpenter bees.
So I went out there. I went out there with a zapping fly swatter, zap them. As soon as I got them knocked down, I'd go stomp on them. Okay, you're done.
Miss Carpenter doesn't want carpenter bees.
No, my husband goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm killing them. I don't want them making a home under my
Nope.
deck. Not going to happen.
That is definitely one you don't want. I usually
Well,
don't want to mess with bees, but that's one bee you don't want.
Nope, nope.
Good night, Mr. Deland.
Good night, Mr. Deland. Thank you for coming. You have a great week too. I'll be having a painting week, but hey, I'll get it done.
I'll have a surgery week.
I'll
be recovering.
I'll be checking on you, Miss Cora. I'll be checking on you to make sure you're okay.
Thank you.
Because I, that's another thing. I have to do that, but I need to finish painting first.
Yeah, I know you got to get
my
yours
painting
done too.
I want to have it done before I have any kind of surgery. Because that way I don't have to worry if I can't get up for 2 weeks. Well, I'll bring my UV lamp upstairs and my jewelry stuff, and I'll make jewelry or whatever UV stuff I can make.
Yeah.
That way I'll still have a video, but people will probably get tired of watching it, but hey, it's the way it is. Yeah. The only part that really bothers me the most is when I have to climb on the ladder and stand on the ladder to paint. That's what hurts. That's what hurt me the other day when he came home and said, "Are you okay?" No, I'm not, dude. My foot is killing me. I've been standing on this ladder for hours, power washing. No, I'm not okay. So he took over and I sat on the deck and watched him.
At least he was kind enough to help.
He said, "What do you want done?" I said, "I want you to do this portion under the kitchen window and above the kitchen window." Well, he couldn't reach up above. So somehow I'm going to have to get the ladder on the other side of the kitchen window and get up, at least either scrape or something to get that off the very top. But for the rest of it, he got it washed off, and all I care about is, I will scrape before I paint. Scrape, then paint or primer. I don't care. It'll be done. I'll be finished with it. I'll probably have to put, being it's all the way down to the steel, I'm probably going to have to put 2 coats on there. But it dries, if it's warm outside, it dries pretty quick. And I'm hoping now I can use a roller instead of having to use a paintbrush. I painted the whole front of it with a paintbrush. Because the bucket was so full that every time I stuck a roller down in there and tried to pull it back up to let some of it drip off, I was just slinging paint everywhere. And I'm like, nope, not going to waste all that $200 worth of primer. No, not happening. So I'll get it done. It's just it's gonna take me a while. And yes, I want to be done with it. I am so tired of it. I'm tired of dealing with paint and primer, and I got other things I want to do. Although I do have to come up with the right color of burgundy or maroon that matches my front door so I can do the shutters.
Yeah. Well, when you go to Home Depot, Lowe's, or wherever you go, they've got the colors, and you can take a couple of their papers and then bring it to the house and find the one that matches your door the best, and then go there and say, hey, this is, and circle it, and this is the one that matches the best. Or
Yep. Yep. My
It
son
won't be
said,
right next to it. So since
yeah,
it's
my
further
son said,
away,
Mom, we might have to get rid of that door. No, we're not getting rid of that door. There's nothing wrong with that door. He said, well, it's a little bent. How do you figure it's bent? He said, well, it is kind of at the bottom. Well, you can straighten it out. Because I just put a brand new, it's one of those where you have the glass at the top and the bottom. But if you hit the latch, you can pull the bottom down and you have a screen. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting rid of that door. You gonna straighten it out somehow, because I am not getting rid of it. Or you're gonna get me another one with the same color. Because I've already got the door painted in the same color as the outside door. So no, not happening. I told him, I said, they go, Mom, you need a new door frame. I got one out there in the garage. You just need to get it down so I can paint what part of it I need to paint and stain the other half of it. And I'm good. I'm good. It's there. And it's not that my husband didn't take care. He got it. Of course, he didn't get the door put up, but he got the door frame. And all I got to do is finish it. And I've had to finish a lot of projects that I didn't want to finish. But somebody's got to do it. And if it has to be me, oh well. I live here. It's got to be done.
yeah.
The only one I don't want to touch is the ceiling. I don't want Somebody's going to come do that, and I might have to pay them because I'm not doing it. I need a new ceiling between my living room, my dining room, and the hallway because the roof at one point leaked. Well, it doesn't leak no more because my husband sealed it. But I don't think my boys want to do it either because you had to tear the insulation out of the attic in order to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what they said. It sounds like a summer or a winter job. Okay, well, it could be a winter job if y'all would get your butts over here and get it done.
Yeah.
It could be. But, somebody's got to do it. It ain't going to be me. No. There's several things in the house I want to redo, but until the window and the door and the ceiling is done, I'm not touching nothing else. All I do is keep it clean. That's right now it's horrible. I have swept my floor every day, twice a day for the last 2 weeks. Because Miss Natalie, might have to hook me up with that. Might have to rent that to me because I do need new ceilings in that dining room and that hallway. Yeah, paint chips everywhere. I swear to God, I could sweep every day, twice a day, and still not get all the paint chips up. I swear to God. That paint chips were flying everywhere. She really does have everything. She got it. I might, Miss Natalie, I will let my boys know because, it's a fall project and they need to get it done. Now, they're not going to want to be in my attic in the middle of summer. They're not going to want to do it because it is too hot up there in the summertime. Winter, it wouldn't be too bad. And they're going to have to tear all the insulation out first before they take the ceiling out. and replace it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, scalping would be great for me. I would rather be on a scalping than an extension ladder or a regular ladder. Scalping is a lot more safer than those two.
I
Yeah, for
agree.
sure. For sure. Um, most of the stuff that I'm going to start priming is up off my deck, so I can reach it from the deck, and then the rest of it I have to have an extension ladder to reach. But I just want to get it done. I don't want to worry about it anymore. I just want it finished. I'm tired of worrying about it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but yeah. My gosh, Miss Natalie, you got all kinds of tools. I thought I had tools, but you got some tools, girlfriend. I got lots of tools that I don't want to use, but I won't get rid of them because my boys might want to use them, like the drill press, the bandsaw, um, the planer I'm using because I want to use that for some wood projects. I have down under my deck is a bench that my husband put together in um, in his class at school for his dad. Right now, all it needs is new wood planks on it. Yep. Construction company. Yep. Well, we should get together, Miss Natalie, because my husband was a woodworker and I got woodworking tools out the
Not has.
out the wazoo there. I have lots of woodworking tools. And I don't know what I'm going to do with all of them. Some of the stuff he bought, I don't even know if I can get my boys over here to, and they have to be turned on the wood lathe. Well, my son said, I'm not teaching you how to do that, Mom. I said, why? He said, because you'll end up hurting yourself. Dude, come on. Come on. I do beadwork. I do all kinds of stuff. What makes you think I'll hurt myself with the wood lathe? There's a bowl on there right now that my husband was turning, and it's still on the wood lathe because my sons won't come over and show me how to use it. So might have to just learn how to do it myself. It's called watching a YouTube video. Well, you know, now Delane's he's a woodworker, so maybe he's used a wood lathe. Maybe he has there's several different woodworking places that you could watch.
Yep.
There was another woodworker that Miss Wanda used to watch all the time. I think it's Tanya Beach something woodworking. Beechcraft, I think, woodworking. Yeah, there's lots of places I could watch. I just need to learn how to do it myself and just finish it. Because he had pens, woodworking pens. He had chapstick holders, which I poured him, I don't know how many pen blanks, which he cut in half and used them to make the chapstick holders.
That's cool. A chapstick holder. Huh.
Yep. Yep. I have one upstairs that he made me. It was out of wood, not it was out of specialty wood. Because he used to love to buy the specialty woods, like um what the hell was that called? Purple something. Um I have some of that. He was turning a project and he said, do you want to use these wood shavings, these purple wood shavings for one of your resin projects? I said, yeah, sure. Give them to me. I haven't used them yet, but I need to.
That's
Um, I don't remember what it was called. It's a purple wood. It's purple. I just don't remember exactly what it's called. But he has pen blanks that I poured him. He has pen blanks that he bought. He bought some resin ones from um, Woodcraft, I think. And he has stuff out there to make. It's just that most of it has to be made on the wood lathe, and I don't know how to use it yet.
yeah.
I say yet, because if I have to wait for my kids to come over here, my son to come over and do it, I'm probably going to learn how to do it myself.
I don't know if Wendy actually has a video on that, but she actually does turning too. But I've never seen if she actually does the wood turning on the video or not. I know I've seen she does the resin.
Yes, Nick is funny, and he's
Yeah,
made some really cool projects. Really cool. I've
but he
watched a
does so
lot.
fast it's hard to actually
Yeah,
see in
yeah.
depth
I have
actual
I have
tutorials.
watched him do. I have watched him do his projects. They are just too cool. Some of them. I don't know exactly. I don't know yet. I might have to figure out how to do it myself because I don't think I'm going to get my kids over here to do it. And I have, um, he bought, I don't know how many of the things for the chapstick holders and specialty pins that he was going to turn for family members. It's all out there in a box. And I don't want to sell it and I don't want to leave it there for my kids to do because it's not going to get done. I have the wood to do it. I have some maple, some oak, some cherry. I got the wood to do it. I just got to learn how to do it first. I'm going to prove my son wrong. I bet you I can do it. He
Most
just don't
definitely.
think he don't think I can do it, but I bet you I can. There's a lot of stuff that he said I couldn't do, and I proved him wrong. Oh, yes, I can. I can do it. So, yeah, I think I may have to watch some wood turning videos and learn how to do it and just do it myself. Finish the bowl he has on there and then turn the pins and the let me go up and get my chapstick holder that he made me. I want to show you that. It's cool. It's not out of the epoxy I poured him. It's out of the wood he did.
Cool. Yeah, Nick Samedi's done some cool stuff on his turnings and stuff. He just zips through kind of fast, so it's kind of hard to do for tutorial. don't know if maybe some of his new older stuff.
This is a chapstick holder that he made.
Oh, that's cool.
Now he bought the chapstick holder parts,
Mm-hmm.
but this comes off. Your chapstick's in the center. You just turn it to pop it up.
So you have to pour your own chapstick too?
No, you get like there's two different kinds you can use. You can use the Carmex or you can use the regular chapstick. And it fits down inside there.
Oh, okay.
Then when you need to change it, you just unscrew this part and change the chapstick in there. I did not, however, hang this on the side of my purse because I was afraid that this would unscrew and I would lose it.
I gotcha.
But he did the wood turning on this. And then I poured him pin blanks and he took and cut them in half and did turning on it. So I have several of those out there too to make. It's just, I got to learn how to use the wood lathe first.
So there's a couple people I follow that do a mixture of wood and resin. I'm just awful with remembering names. I think one is Ben Works and the other was Nick Zametti.
Yeah.
And there's another guy, I can't remember his name.
I have watched Nick.
Yeah.
I've watched Nick because he's got some cool stuff. I need to watch more of wood turning though, because I need to know how to use that wood lathe out there so I can make the other stuff. Yep. I love this. It's got my Carmex in it. I love it. But I don't, the thing is you have to, in the top here, you glue the lid in there. And if you don't get it glued well and this comes unscrewed, you're pretty much screwed. You're going to lose the whole thing. So, I don't know. But yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, I want to try and make some. He bought them. I might as well make them. Okay. I'll check it out, Miss Natalie.
Yeah, Ben's Works.
Yes, I do. I do want to learn how to use it. I do. Because it's there and I can pull it out further away from the wall of the garage and I can use it. I can learn to use it. I don't know why my son thinks I can't do it. I think he's trying to tell me I'm old and I can't do it. That's bull crap. Bull crap. If I can prime my house at my age by myself, yeah, I can do it. I can do it. I got news for you, buddy. I can do it.
It's knowing about the wood.
I don't know about.
Sure, it's not too wet, too dry.
Yeah,
I don't. So it doesn't crack on you is one of the things. Is the knowing the moisture in the wood. So you'll definitely need a
right. I have one. I bought him one. I bought him a moisture reader. I also bought him one of those detectors to detect if nails or metal is in the wood.
Good.
Yeah, those tools are out there in the cabinet. I bought them for him because he asked me for them. He was going to make these intricate cutting boards out of different designs.
Mm-hmm.
And so I bought him the pattern and he's got the wood. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff I could make out of wood. I could make a whole new channel out of wood. but I won't. June Fishcraft knows how to use a wood lathe too.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Wendy. That
I
was the
will.
Wendy I was thinking
Yeah,
about. Under channel name.
I will check it out. I will check it out.
I
Didn't
wasn't
work.
sure she actually did anything on there. I wasn't sure if she actually had shown any on there, but that was the Wendy I was talking about. I just couldn't remember her channel name at the moment. My brain went.
Believe me, I have all the tools to do it with out there. It's just I have to learn how to use it.
I know she's talked
But
about it. I just didn't know she'd ever actually shown her using wood lathes actually on her channel.
I don't know whether she has or not. I've watched Toonbish. I don't know whether she probably has, and that's
Yeah,
not something I've watched. But yeah,
I might have missed
I
it
do,
too.
I do want to use it. I want to learn how to use the damn thing rather than get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it. It's a small one, but
There you go.
for what I want to use it for, it's big
Perfect
enough
size. There you
for
go.
pens and chapstick holders. Yeah, it's plenty big enough for that. What now? I don't know, but I think your autocorrect's just typing what it wants to type. I am going to. I bet I learned how to use it. May not be right away, but I bet I learned how to use it. I mean, he started a jewelry box out there for my daughter-in-law, and most of the box is done. All I need to do is figure out how to put the hardware on it. And I'm pretty sure I can figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn how to do it. I don't really care whether my son is happy about it or not. I don't care, you know. Half the time I don't even hear from him, and he was shocked that I was doing the house. I'm like, dude, somebody's got to do it. I mean, how'd you think it was going to get done? It ain't getting done from you or my other son because y'all are always too busy to come do anything. Although my backyard looks like hell.
What is it?
But we've had so much rain
And butter.
that I didn't want David to run that mower in the backyard because it's too muddy, and I don't want big old mud tracks left in my yard from where he got the lawnmower stuck. No. Uh-uh. But when he comes back, if it's dry enough, yep, he's going to mow that backyard with the lawnmower. One way or the other, dude. You ain't staying here for free. You're going to have to do something. You hear me, David? You will have to mow. You're going to have to mow, dude. My boys don't want me on the riding lawnmower. It's because my backyard is not level. And they don't want me mowing it. So somebody's going to have to mow it. If it ain't me, somebody's got to do it. Yeah, I will check that out because, yeah, I do need to watch some wood lathe videos so I can figure out how to use it myself and finish the bow that he started out there. And then I can put the pen blanks and the chapstick holders on there and finish them. I mean, somebody's got to do it, and I don't. My youngest son wanted the wood lathe. Well, he hadn't moved it yet, and I'll learn how to use it whether he wants me to or not. I guess I could cut myself. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Natalie. I know it. I got a John Deere back there. Now he mowed the front and was gonna mow the back, but it was way too muddy, and all the tire was doing was spinning, and I'm like, no. You are not tearing my backyard up trying to mow it. No. If you want to do something, get the weed eater out and weed eat it. I don't care, but you're not doing the riding lawnmower in the back. Ain't happening. The front was easier to do. He did a good job on the front. He mowed it all flat. He weed-eated around all my flower pots. He done the siding down the sidewalk and down the driveway. Yeah, he did a great job on the front. Although it already needs to be mowed again, thanks to the stupid dandelions, but,
I'll say it's almost been 3 weeks since ours was mowed. Ours is beyond time needing to be mowed.
Oh, that's my backyard, Miss Squirrel. Oh, yeah, that's my backyard. Badly. And Mr. Allen left me a battery-operated chainsaw.
Cool.
I got I have a bunch of volunteer trees out there that I need to chainsaw down. And I'm going to get out there while the sun is shining and it's not raining, and I'm going to take them down. Because my fire pit is almost finished. I need to take it down, take a brick out of the bottom and rebuild it. And once I get it built up, hey, I'm going to be burning some shit. A bunch.
Yep, you gotta let them dry out, otherwise it'll be really smoky.
I know, but you can burn it. You just got to put something on it to make it burn. And, the barbecue stuff or, what's the other? Hand sanitizer. It'll make that sucker burn.
Yeah. I'm just saying they're usually smoky when they're still kind of on the green side.
I don't care. That's not my problem. That's the neighbor's problem. I mean, I have the steel ring, and then I have a steel lid with the grate to go on top to keep the sparks from going everywhere. So
Gotcha.
I'm going to do some burning. Oh, yeah. Because every time I cut something down, if I lay it in a pile, Master Shredder drags it all over the yard. And then I have to go out there and pick it up and drag it back to the pile. And if I drag it back to the pile, as soon as he goes out again, he gets it.
I thought you meant for like a sit down or enjoy around a fire type.
No.
I gotcha.
My fire pit is just for burning brush and wood. I don't care.
That kind.
Yeah, I don't want to sit down and enjoy it. I just want it to burn and be done with.
Get her done.
Yeah. I don't know where he got the battery operated chainsaw, but he brought me one. Yes, he did. Mr. Allen brought me one, and I got some crap out there that needs to be cut down, but
my husband got one from Tractor Supply.
Between the rain and all the crap. I haven't taken it down yet, but yeah, I got some crap out there that needs to be taken down, and I will. And thank you, Mr. Steve and Miss Shelley, for coming over and taking care of that big tree I had out there. Steve, I used to work with, and he called me and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm having a cup of coffee." He said, "What are you doing later?" Nothing. He said, "I'm going to come by and I'm going to cut that big old tree up." Okay, cool. I have a pole saw too. I do too.
Hey, that was real sweet of him.
I got one too. Anyway, he came over. He cut the tree up into small enough pieces to fit in my fire pit. And all I got to do is burn the crap. Burn it and get it gone.
That's good.
Yeah. I don't know where I think the pole saw came from my husband's mom. She had a pole saw. I have one now. I have a pole saw and I have a little battery operated saw.
Mosquito.
Yep. I'm going. No, it's battery operated, not electric.
Oh,
Mosquito truck just come through.
It's not electric. It's I guess it would be electric because it's battery operated. Yep. I'm going to use it to take down some of the volunteer trees I have out there. And I swear to God, I have done all kinds of stuff to try and get rid of these volunteer trees. I have drilled holes in them and put stump remover in them, and it hasn't worked. And if they weren't so close to my house, I'd probably burn them. She says, "I got some of those also, Sue." Yeah. Miss Natalie, I think we have about the same kind of tools here. I think we do.
My husband's well listening to his own YouTube. Otherwise, I'd have him sit here and stroll off all his tools.
That's what I'm saying. He's probably got just as many tools as everybody else.
Yep.
And I have lots of tools out there. It's just
Used to have more.
I did until I sold the saw.
Yeah.
But,
But see, he sold a bunch when he got out of doing construction.
I needed the saw to go so I could get my car in the garage. I probably have that too, Miss Natalie, because my husband was good about stuff like that. If you needed something to check the moisture in the wood, check for nails, yeah, he either had it or he put it on his list to get. And usually when he handed me his list to get, I got it for him. So I'm pretty sure he probably has it too. Yes, these are not those little trees that I need to, volunteer trees I need to take down are not big, thick trees. They're just little trees that are volunteer that I need to get rid of badly. I had David go one day between my fence and the neighbor's fence and take down all that stuff was growing between my fence and trying to push the planks out. I'm like, oh no. That stuff has to go. But this year, I'm almost thinking about going out there between the two fences and popping a garden hose over the top and just burning the crap between the two fences. I mean, burning it out. Because I've tried 2 or 3 different brush killers and it hasn't killed it. And it keeps going up the back of my privacy fence. And no, I'm not doing that. Not gonna do it. I will put a hose over the fence and I will burn burn everything that's between the two fences. Because my neighbors won't cut it down. They let it grow. Well, I can't. No, I don't want it growing into my fence. I paid too much for my fence. Yeah, I have one of those too. I have one of those heavy duty brush hogs out there. Now, the problem is it hadn't been started in quite a while, so it probably needs the carburetor cleaned and needs some tune-up done on it. But yep, I got a brush hog. And I had thought about using the brush hog between the two fences and on the other side of my fence too, because I am tired. Nobody else, the people behind me won't touch it. They leave it, they let it grow. Well, it's not growing on their fence, it's growing on my fence. And I'm not doing that because I already spent $7,000 on my privacy fence. I'm not having crap growing all over it. It ain't happening. So I'm going to go down there and cut a bunch of brush down. I have a weed eater, but I have one of those. I don't know what it was called. It is a brush hog. It's got the blade, comes in the corner around the front, and got the blade, and it will cut all kinds of crap down. The people behind me don't care. It's not their fence. It's my fence. And I already paid too much for the fence as it is. I'm not going to have their crap growing on my fence.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll probably go to jail from going down there and cutting the shit down, but I don't care. I will cut it. I don't care. I didn't pay that much for a privacy fence to have people's crap grow over my fence. I mean, that was too much money, and I wouldn't have done it, but everybody seemed to be scared of my master shredder. And he is not a scary dog, really. He's not. He is not a scary dog. He is my baby. He is the biggest baby I know. For sure, he is. He wouldn't hurt anybody. He's just a big boy that everybody seems to be scared of. Why, I don't know. I haven't figured that out because he would come right up to you and let you pet him. That's just the dog he is. He's not a scary dog. 2 or 3 of my neighbors have brought him back home when he got loose. They just grabbed hold of his collar and sent him home. He's not a scary dog. He is not a scary dog. He's not. Everybody thinks he is, but he's not. He's not a scary bud. See him?
Yeah.
He's not scary. He's a big baby. He loves everybody. If they're going to show him attention, oh yeah. You're
Name is
his buddy.
Wanda. She's back.
Hey, Miss Wanda. Yeah, we're still here. We're still here 3 hours later. Woohoo! Yay, Miss Wanda!
Yes.
I'm hoping my dragon turns out well. I'm hoping. And my other two turn out. I'm not going to touch it for a few days, though. I need to let it set.
I'm so sorry, Miss Natalie.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Miss Natalie. I'm so sorry. I love my baby. He's my baby. I have 3 fur babies, but he's my baby. He was here first, so. I'm sorry, Miss Natalie. I really, he's part American Bulldog boxer and pit mix. And he's a crazy dog, but sometimes, but I love him. He's my bud. Yay, yay. I'm so glad. Hi, Miss Margaret. Hi, Miss Margaret. We made some molds. I made a big dragon head. Yep. The big old dragon head. He's a big guy. He's a big guy here. He's a big guy. Him. I made a sugar skull and a frog. So that's what we did. That's what we did tonight. Oh, Miss Natalie, I'm so sorry. Good night, Miss Wanda. Love you, sister. Miss Margaret, I hope it turns out better. I hope. I've already done this once, but I didn't like the way it turned out. And I think I cut it on the wrong side. I should have cut it down the front of its nose instead of the back of its head. So this time I'm going to cut it down the front of its nose and see how it turns out. But yeah, I got a big old dragon head and a frog and a sugar skull. So I'm going to let it set for 2 or 3 days before I touch it. Before I cut it out of there. Then I'm going to cut it out and pour it on a video. Yeah. But I want to wait. I want to make sure because it's really thick and I want to make sure that it's good and cured before I start cutting on it. But yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait to do that one. I made it before and it hasn't turned out right. But if it turns out correctly this time, yeah. I got to make one for Miss Jeannie. I got to make one for Miss Coral. Oh, Miss Coral, you need one to fit with the bottom. Come on. Come on. You need one to fit with the bottom like it's supposed to. Although I might drill the holes in the dragon that should be drilled. Yes, Miss Margaret, it is a dragon head that I done before. It's the incense burner. But no matter what I did on that mold, I could not get the teeth to come out right. So I flipped him over the opposite way this time and I poured it again. So I'm hoping that when I pour it in epoxy, that the teeth will be fine and it will come out good. We'll see. Fingers crossed on that one. I'm hoping.
Yep, hoping.
And then I did a frog and a sugar skull. So we're going to see how everything turns out. Yeah, I'm hoping. Yay. Fingers crossed everything comes out. Yeah. No, it's the same big dragon I had. Not the dragon skull. This is a dragon incense burner. And I think I did do a video on that one too. I think I did. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't, but I have it. I poured it, but it hasn't came out the way I wanted it to. So I'm hoping that when I take this one out, I can cut it the right way, pour it. The teeth will turn out this time. Yay. And the rest of it will too. I'm hoping. I hope this time. Then I have a frog and a sugar skull. And I'm hoping that both of those will turn out.
Sorry.
So I'll probably do all three of those on the same video. Yeah, I did it before. It's the dragon head. It's an incense burner. It has two parts. And
Bottom jaw, top.
This is one part of it. That's the bottom part of it. Okay? It's a incense burner. It has the little hole for the incense. The bottom half of it is fine. The bottom half of the mold is fine. It works perfectly. It's the top half that doesn't work. I bought 5 silicone kits. I used 3. Well, not all of 3. I used probably 2 3/4. 2 3/4 to do the dragon head. Yeah. It was a lot, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Here it is. There it is. And I sprayed the tote with silicone mold release spray. So hopefully we won't have any problems. But right now I'm covering it because of the bugs. I didn't use all the silicone that I purchased. I purchased 5 kits. I used probably 3 3.5, 3/4, something like that. Yeah, I used quite a bit. Yeah, I've done this one before, and I didn't like the way it turned out. No matter how I poured it, the teeth were gone.
Yep.
Yeah, it took quite a bit of silicone, but it took the first time I did it, I think it took like 4 kits. This time it only took like
2.5. I don't think it was even 3.5. I think it was 2.
Yeah, it was like 2 3/4, I
Yeah,
think,
2 and 3
of
quarters.
a kit to make this dragon head. So that was because I flipped the dragon head over this time and put it in there different than I did before.
And a smaller container too.
Yep, smaller container, flipped it over, made it so it wasn't floating, and I'm hoping that it'll be great this time.
Yep. I'm
I
hoping for you.
I'm guaranteeing I'm not doing it again. I I I actually don't care if it turns out. I'd love it if it would turn out correctly this time, but I'm telling you, I'm not doing it again. Not. Then my little frog and my little sugar skull. And the sugar skull, Miss Giselle made me and sent to me, and I thought, oh man, that would be cool. And I'm hoping that all the intricate details show out on the sugar skull when I pull it out of the mold. Yeah, it was a dragon skull sculpture. It was. It's an incense burner is what it is. But this time when I put it in there, I filled all the holes with hot glue. I filled all the holes with hot glue so it wouldn't float, because otherwise it would have floated and I would have been screwed. Hi, Miss Giselle. Miss Giselle, I took your sugar skull right here and I made a mold of it. And I made a mold of a frog that I had. And yes, I made a dragon head skull for my incense burner. I'm so glad you checked in with us, Giselle. Yeah, I got lots of stuff made here. I'm hoping the sugar skull right here, the frog right there, and then I got my dragon skull right here. And it's covered because I've already picked 2 bugs out of it, and I didn't want to pick any more out of it. I'm fingers crossed it comes out right this time.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
Yeah, this is my second time. This is my second time doing this one, and I don't want to do it again. I'm hoping that it will come out perfectly this time. I mean, I have watched a lot of videos making mold. So I thought, yeah, I watched it and I checked it out and I thought, maybe. Let's do it this way. Let's do it that way. Well, let's hope I got it right, because I don't want to do it again. I want a couple days, I want to take this out of the mold, cut it, and pour it. The dragon skull the dragon skull is totally different than this one. This one is an incense burner. That's what it's for. It's to burn incense in. And I plugged the holes, but I know where they are. And, if someone wants to purchase one, I will drill the holes out so they can burn there. Because the bottom turned out perfectly. Here's the bottom. There's nothing wrong with the bottom of the incense burner. Nothing. It turned out perfectly. It's the top that didn't turn out. And I want it to come out right. I want to be able to put the two together and be able to burn incense in them if you want. Yes, I have done this one before, Miss Giselle. I have done it before. And it did not, no matter what I did with it, I could not get the teeth to come out the way I wanted them to. When I poured it, the teeth would be all gone. They would be all missing. And I'm like, no, 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 no. If you're going to set them together, you need to have the bottom and the top to set together to make it an incense burner. So I poured the top again in silicone rubber. And I'm hoping that I can get it to come out the way I want it to. Because the bottom is cool as hell.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
The bottom turned out fine. The bottom was perfect. The top, however, was not. And so hopefully by flipping the dragon head over, and then when I flip it over to cut it down the center to get the dragon head out, I will have all the teeth where they need to be. Because that was the problem. No teeth were showing up. None. So, I'm working on it. Miss Giselle, I got the little sugar skull in the mold here. Yep, I do. Sugar skull. The sugar skull that Miss Janelle made me. I got it in the mold down here.
Hey, Amy.
Yep, I got a mold of sugar skull frog. And I'm hoping that all the details in the sugar skull come out. Miss Giselle, I'm hoping that all of it comes out. And then I had a little metal frog upstairs. And I don't have a frog mold, so I thought, oh, you know what? I would like to make a mold out of that. So made a mold out of the frog, sugar skull, dragon head. I do too, Miss Giselle. I hope it does come out. And I hope it has all the intricate details in it. I really do. No. You didn't mess it up. It's cool. I just hope that the silicone picks up all the intricate details in the sugar skull. These were little Let's Resin molds, and I stuck them down with some two-faced tape, and then I went around them with some hot glue, and that's how I did those. Now the little frog was a metal frog that I had that I wanted to make a mold out of, and I did.
That's cool.
You didn't mess it up, Miss Giselle. I think it will be fine. I used the clear one that you sent me, and I made a mold out of it. And I'm hoping that, the silicone would pick up all the details of the mold. I'm hoping. We'll see. I don't know. I'm hoping it will. But yeah, that's what I did for tonight. These 3 silicone molds. No, you didn't mess it up. Oh man. It was beautiful, Miss Giselle. It had lots of color in it. It was beautiful. I wanted to mold out of it, and thank you for sending me one that was just clear so that I can make a mold out of it. But I am thinking that I got some mold stuff left, and I want to make some Betty Boop molds for my Betty Boop room. I really do. I have some Betty Boop statues up there that I really would love to make some molds out of. Yeah, you didn't mess it up when you tried to color it. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And Miss Jeannie will love it. She will love it. I'm gonna give her the one that's colored, and I'll keep the one that was not colored. I hope it comes out too. I hope it comes out with all the details in it so that I can color it the way I love to do. I love to color molds and make them nice and colored. Um, I have not bought any recently, although um, Amazon popped up the other day and said they had a coupon for me to get some swan molds, and they were little swans.
Oh, cool.
And I thought, okay, all right. I I have so many Betty Boop statues that I'm not sure which one to use, but hey, I will find a Betty Boop to use, and I will figure out how to make a mold so it comes out the way I want it to. And I'll send you one. I'm not selling them because I don't want a copyright on them, but I will send you a Betty Boop. Thank you, Miss Giselle. Thank you. I'm gonna make some Betty Boops. I don't know how many Betty Boop statues upstairs. Some belong to my older sister. Um, she's passed, and I got all her Betty Boop statues. So I have lots of statues. I just don't know which one to use. And I don't want to mess the statue up. I just want to make a good Betty Boop statue. And it's not going to be something that I'm going to sell. I'll make them, but I'm not going to sell them. Yeah, I got I am a I am a Betty Boop fan. Believe me. I have a whole Betty Boop room. I do. And I am not ashamed to say I have a whole Betty Boop room. Bobbleheads, cookie jars, statues. I got all of it. And my husband made me this really cool case that lights up that I have a lot of my Betty Boop stuff in. And he bought me a lot of the Betty Boop stuff that I have. And the Betty Boop dolls, he won them out of the crane machine because he was really good at it. So
They have some lounge pants at Walmart that have Betty Boop on them.
oh,
Miss Frances will love those. I will literally, because I was there looking for a bathing suit top the other day.
I have lots of Betty Boop lounge pajamas, but hey, I'll go back and look for more.
Yep. It was at my local Walmart. I'm like, ooh. They were like a light beige color, and I literally was walking by and I saw Betty Boop. I'm like, oh, Miss Frances would love these. If I knew what size, I'd have snatched them up.
Yeah, well, it depends. Sometimes it's extra large, sometimes it's large.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the maker of them.
Yeah.
I have 3 or 4, maybe even 5 different Betty Boop lounging pajamas. And, you know, this week I lounged a lot in them because when I got done power washing, I was wet for hours and I was cold. So I came in and I put those lounging pajamas on just to get warm.
Good night, Miss Jeannie.
Good night, Miss Jeannie. I love you. I love Mr. Allen too, even though he didn't come on and give everybody a hard time, but I love him. I'm surprised he didn't come on and give everybody a hard time, but good night, Miss Jeannie.
Y'all take care.
Yeah, I'm up there in age, believe me. And I have lots of old Betty Boop cartoons, and they've never been opened. And someone asked me, I don't remember, one of my grandkids asked me if they could watch. No, I've never opened them. I'm not opening them now. No, you can watch Looney Tunes, but you're not watching my Betty Boop cartoons. I do have some Betty Boop cartoons. I do. I think some came from my sister when she passed, my older sister, and some I had purchased. So yeah, I do have some Betty Boop cartoons. And no, I don't. I'm no. I don't mind you watching cartoons, but you're not watching my Betty Boop cartoons. Yeah, I guess maybe it says how old I am by loving Betty Boop, but I don't care. I don't
Gumby,
care.
Pink Panther.
Panther. I have Betty Boop. I have a Taz collection.
Yep.
You know, and I don't have because Miss Jeannie used to have like the unicorn and the Taz collection.
Yeah.
So anything that was Taz or unicorn, I got as much up for her as I could. So that was her collection. And that was probably before her house caught fire.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So I'm sure I know she lost a lot of the stuff that she had for collectibles when the house got fire. But, you know, some of it we have replaced. And a lot of it, I mean, she got a lot of new Elvis collection there. Both her mom and my mom always wanted to go to Graceland. Always. So right before her birthday, when she turned 60, I said, oh shit, let's go to Graceland. Because your mom, my mom, always wanted to go. So we went for her 60th birthday.
That's cool.
I mean, we had a blast. We had a blast. I mean, we did. And we met Miss Wanda. We met Miss Wanda at the Dollar Tree. We met Miss Wanda at the Dollar Tree. We went inside and done a bunch of shopping at the Dollar Tree and ended up buying a bunch of stuff for Miss Wanda and for me too. So, yeah. Some of the stuff she's done recently, um, like her turtles she did the other day, the inclusion she did that I sent her from Hobby Lobby, and those beads she did, the iridescent silver and off-white, yeah, was something that we purchased from the Dollar Tree for her when we were in Mississippi. We had a blast. We had a blast. Me and Jeannie and my cousin Jessica, we had a blast in the Dollar Tree. Anything that I thought Miss Wanda needed, we purchased.
Always fun. Hard to
It
believe you
was,
spent $50 in the Dollar Tree because I've certainly done
it oh, it was fun. I mean, I probably didn't between what I bought and she bought was probably $50, but um I got her beads and different items that she liked and we liked and stickers and all kinds of stuff.
craft
We
supplies and oh, the grandbaby
yeah,
would like this and
well, you know, Miss her and Miss Jeannie are twofers. They're twofers. You have to buy two of everything. So when I got stuff for her, I got two furs. When I got stuff Miss Jeannie liked, I got two furs. So, but we had a great time. We left the Dollar Tree. We followed Miss Wanda back to her house. Um, we she put us in her video that she was doing at the time, and yeah, we had a good time. Miss Wanda
awesome.
Miss Wanda was a blast to be with. She was a blast. I mean, if you get a chance to go meet Miss Wanda, go for it. Because she was a blast. Oh, thank you, Miss Giselle. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I can't. I want to take them out, but I know they're not done. They're not done, and
No,
I
we're
can't.
hear
I
it.
can't. It's not epoxy, and I can't take it out. I gotta let them. I gotta let them firm up so I can pull them out. But yeah, can't wait. It's gonna be fun, and I'm hoping that I can finish this weekend, and this week, and get my house primered so I can go back to chilling and doing my videos. I really hope that I can get that done. I'm hoping. I'm going to work my butt off to get it done because I need to finish primering and being finished with the back half of my house. Now the sides, oh, that's on my boys. No, no. I will primer up as high as I can reach, but that's it. Mm-mm. After that, I'm done. And one part of the side of the house. Okay, I have a building right up against the side of the house. So you can only do probably about that much of the house. Okay. Because then the building is there and you can't get behind it. So that portion and the other whole portion, I'm gonna try to leave to my boys to do. If they don't do
Literally
it
all
when
the way up against the house?
yeah, that it's like it's kind of like a carport, but it's all the way up against the house.
Wow.
And you can't get between the carport and the house.
Oh, okay.
So you're only going to be doing a portion of the house because you can't.
Gotcha.
I looked inside thinking, okay, well there's no sidewall so I can get inside. No, there is a sidewall.
Huh.
There is a sidewall and I can't get to the house. I can't.
Gotcha.
I can't get to the house to paint it. So all I need them to do is that little portion there up above. Down the side, I can do with a step ladder.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that high. The other side, I will do what I can do from the ground. Up higher, no. Not doing it. Not gonna do it. It's too high for me. I'm not scared of heights. I'm just scared of the fact that I can't get the extension ladder level
Yeah.
so that I can feel safe to get up
You
the
need somebody
ladder to
holding
paint.
it too.
Yeah,
Somebody should be holding it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So since I can't do that, they're gonna have to do the sides of the house. I'm not getting on the roof to paint the other part. Not happening.
No.
Not gonna happen. And the other side, well, yeah, they're gonna have to get up there and do it themselves. And I'm not doing it because I don't want to be on the extension ladder. It's too much for me. It's not that I'm not scared of heights. It's that I can't get it level enough that I don't feel it wobbling while I'm trying to climb up the ladder. No. If it's wobbly, no, 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 no. And I do need to, if they're going to do it, I need them to get up there and clean the guttering out too while they're up there.
Yeah.
Clean the gutter out. While you're up there, clean the gutter out too. I know that it needs to be done, but yeah, I can't. No, I can't. You can't do it, and I'm not gonna try. Nope. All right, everyone. I think I am gonna head upstairs because I got some whiny babies up there. I hear whining. So I'm assuming they need to go outside. And I'm hoping that it isn't raining outside so they can go outside. I don't know. It could be. I'm surprised that the thunderstorms didn't take my power out, but hey, it didn't, and I'm good.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone. Good night, Giselle. Good night, Miss Jeannie. Good night, Miss Coral. Good night, June. Good night, Julia. Good night, April. Good night, everyone who's watching. Good night. Good night, Miss Coral.
Good night, Miss Frances.